Hey, this is Katina from I Am the One Ministries. Today is, I believe, March 24th, 2023, and what is it? 7 maybe 30, 7:40 CST. Haven't been on here in a while, but just wanted to give you this picture. Picture this. So let's just say you and a friend, me and a friend, whomever, two people walking across the street. Me and a friend are walking across the street. But as we're walking across the street, your friend is, just a little preoccupied, got a couple of things going on, probably in a cell phone or just whatever have you. But you're alert, you're awake, and you're just paying attention to what's going on, and you're listening, you're walking and talking at the same time. But as you're both in a sense multitasking, you're doing what you're doing, but you're alert and you're awake. But your friend is just in many things, especially revolving around this world. But you, in your awakeness, see a vehicle coming. And when you see this vehicle coming, your friend doesn't see the vehicle coming. And you push the friend out of the way, and unbeknownst to your friend, you save their life and you get hit by the vehicle. Now, you in turn are killed, and you literally sacrifice yourself for your friend because of your alert and your awakeness. And that was a picture this moment. We're in a picture this moment. And we are in a time now to where a lot of people are not alert, they're not awake, and they don't know what's going on. And because of your alertness and your awakeness, you see what's going on, you know what's going on, and by God's grace, He's awakened you. And just like you, that person who was just crossing the street with your friend, and took it upon yourself because of your love, the goodness of your heart, sacrificed yourself for your friend. God has chosen many and separated them apart from family, friends, loved ones, so that they can be the sacrifice. And the many that has been awakened in these times, awakened so much so they even become zealous for the Lord, the zeal, just like Jesus. And to the point to where in the beginning of your awakening, you didn't even understand it, but your family doesn't even understand it. Or, everything, that come out of your mouth could just possibly be some type of crazy talk or just whatever it is. They just don't understand. You're trying to understand. And then you realize, in this world of, being on our cell phones while we crossing the street and, not even paying attention to what's going on, that you didn't know God all along. You, your family, and by His grace, He's awakened you, and allowed you a life you didn't even know about. And so because you're awake, you trying to, let's just say before crossing the, as y'all was crossing the street, you trying to get your friend's attention or whatever have you, but you just decide to just push them out of the way, and you get hit by the car. So yeah, as many are called and few are chosen, and those chosen who have been pulled away, for those that are in their cell phones in the world, not paying attention, and don't even understand you right now. You know, those same ones that are talking about you behind your back, not necessarily really behind your back, because even myself, you know, while I'm away here, you know, in wilderness, in sacrifice, just like Jesus was, you hear them talking. God will reveal those things to you. And it's just so unfortunate, because you're the one who he's chosen. It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. And you're faulted because he chose you. It's like I didn't even choose him. I didn't even choose him, which is the sad part. And if I didn't choose him, you know, the person you just saved didn't choose him. But guess what? He chose you to save them so that they can have a chance to wake up. People don't really get it. Your family don't get it. I know I'm like the outcast, or, you know, your family will never get it. And, you know, it's built such a wedge between you and your family. I don't know if things will ever be the same after this. What I'm praying will be different is that they do wake up and they make it into heaven. Because just as I've sat up here and sacrificed and, you know, pushed them out of harm's way, because you hear praying, you're covering whomever God is putting on your heart for you to pray for. You're the one that's the covering. You're the one that is the Levite, the priest. You have to make the atonement for the people you're praying for, the person that you pushed out of the way from getting hit by a car, so that they won't go to hell, because they could have been the one who died. And because they don't know God, they go to hell. That's what the sacrifice is all about. Literally, you know that commercial with that frying pan on the stove? This is, the frying pan is, this is drugs. And you crack the egg in the frying pan. Now, this is your brain on drugs. Think of the world like that. This world is nothing but a drug that has everybody hooked on stupidity, hooked on not even phonics, because God will use the foolish things to confound the wise. And he just definitely showed me that, especially when it comes to family. And so, you know, because he's shown me how to respect them, and because he's shown me how to love, because see, Esau and Jacob, remember the word said he loved Jacob, hated Esau. Not necessarily he hated, he just respected Esau. He respected him for his decision. He respected him for who he was. And that's pretty much how it is now with me and my family. I respect them. But then I know also, you know, the weapons of, you know, of our warfare are not carnal, and we shall not wrestle with flesh and blood. But at the end of the day, just like how I'm in this wilderness, we all got a decision to make, and we all get to make a choice, and we all held accountable for those choices and decisions. But as this world is on drugs, and their brain is on the drugs of this world, which is this system and what the devil has got everybody on, and because you're the woke one, literally trying to save them, they don't realize it. And it's not necessarily trying to save them. God has literally called you away so you can cover them. You are the atonement. You are the one that's the reproach, because they continue to sin against God. And so you have to continually make the atonement for them as you're praying for them, and even yourself while you sitting up here trying to learn how to get things right. as he's elevating you, as you're fighting the devil. But we still got our parties. We still got our, our day-to-day, vacation. Just wherever we go, whatever we do, all the fun, everything that we get to have or whatever have you, and not realizing so much stuff is coming around the corner. So much stuff is coming around the corner. So many visions and dreams God has given me. Crash, crash, crash. It's all about to crash. The waves. So many prophetic words and so many dreams and prophecies that the Lord has shown me. A lot of them has already come to pass. I've tried to warn family. I'm getting talked about. But boy, oh boy. I mean, and it's sad, it's I don't think that's like the worst of it being talked about, because it hurts. It hurts. But what's gonna hurt more is just that the surprise when they realize, like, God is real. He is real. And there's so many people out here having a form of godliness and lacking that power. God is real. We better wake up. So we about to hit that. Picture this moment. And I just pray that all of those that were chosen and called, we got the proper covering over the people who were walking across that street, preoccupied in the things of this world, their brain on the drugs of this world, so that they can go to heaven. Because with the things that's coming, we don't know who will make it and who will not. We don't know who will not make it and get to go to heaven. And don't know who won't make it and go to hell. We don't know. But I know one thing. Lord, I ask that you please have mercy on whom you will have mercy, and allow many to repent before they come see you on that day, before they have to stand before you on that day. I plead the blood over anybody who either watches this video, shares it, whatever you have, or just even take the time out to plead the blood or intercede on anybody's behalf, whomever's behalf, whatever. A new census is about to be taken. God has been separating for some time. You got the worldly system. You got the worldly census. And we're going to have the kingdom census. Nehemiah, all of them. All in those times when God was fed up, enough. It's in the word. Just the other day I had somebody like, oh, they've been talking, oh, this been saying for so long. So when are we going to at least make sure that we're prepared? When? So, yeah, it's about to be another census being taken, because God is counting his own. And you want to make sure you're on the right side and make sure you're at least covered by somebody that you was talking about while they were in the wilderness for you, while they were making atonement for you, not only for themselves, because while they're in training camp with the Lord, to make sure that they are, you know, showing themselves worthy, can be trusted, because of those shepherds who are out there doing God knows only what, to where they have to be replaced now, so that we can operate in the world according to God's design, not man's. And thank God, not the enemy's. The kingdom is getting ready to come on this earth as it is in heaven. Ain't gonna be no more church as usual, because just as well as the Lord downloaded I Am the One Ministries into my spirit to start this, so whomever, with me starting it, whomever can take it over and finish it, because once the Lord called me home to retire, I'm going to be looking forward to that day when it's time. You just better know you are the one as well. You are the church, and the church is in you. It ain't going to be no more church as usual, because God is working on the kingdom, and that's what's coming here to this earth. He's raising his people. Tables are about to be turned. There's going to be a reversal. Whoever was on the top is about to be on the bottom, and whoever was on the bottom is about to be on the top. God about to do this. And if you ain't know, you gonna know now. So I pray, however this video touches you, I pray that it reaches you, so that you wake up, repent, and begin to get yourself together in the Lord the way you need to. And just remember, it is not nothing new. Not nothing new. Not nothing old, but something that is always and forever will be. Jesus is King.